rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. What? I read something today. It says always go paper. Bro, yeah. I have a house like that. It's the government like that. It's the government. It's the government. Government fucked me up, bro. 3, 2, 1, move, lad.
Alright guys, welcome to Takedown Hour. Next, right to me sits Francis.
Sup?
Also known the Rizla Collector.
Yeah,
And
Riz Army.
left of me as a friend of mine and also my teacher, black belt James Verschuur.
The butterfly collector.
Yeah, definitely. And me, I'm Dennis. I'm a purple belt under James. Known both of these guys for a very long time. We talked about last time about no gi grappling and gi grappling or jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
But how does the ranking compare to each other? Do we have ranking for no gi grappling? Or?
Yeah, everybody that does no gi with me do gi for the most.
Okay.
So it's easy for me to just the same ranking they have with the gi go straight into their no gi. But those who doesn't, it's always a bit complicated if they compete or they don't compete. Because the rankings only matter if you compete. Yeah, in terms of no gi. Yeah, I don't think it's.
Here in the Netherlands, the competitions. You have different categories. You have not only in the Netherlands, I mean worldwide. You have novice, so beginners, and beginners, and then I think you have a middle one, a category in the middle. I think for like beginners and semi-advanced, and then you have the advanced category. I think. If you fight in advance and you train under a BJJ school, but not with not jiu-jitsu, not with gi, then I think the coach may give him some stripes on his belt, I guess, on a makeup belt. I don't know.
But what if
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I did something like that once. Like I had only grapplers.
Yeah.
And I gave them tests.
Yeah.
And at the end of their test, I gave them a certificate, and on the certificate had okay, you're a grappler, white belt, 4 stripes, something like that, like 3 stripes on the certificate. Okay, they didn't have a belt, but it showed the level or the understanding of the basic fundamentals of jiu-jitsu no gi.
So you like hand them a certificate, give them a hand, and tell them, go out there and be somebody.
Yeah. Go out there and say you're a freaking white belt 4 stripes. You know what I mean?
I was a bit shocked. Like when I'm a purple belt, so I was like, yeah, I can beat most of the people. And then I fight no-gi, and I was like, damn it. Do I know anything?
Yo.
Did I fuck up with something?
Yeah.
It's so weird, you know. It's like the level changes so quickly, because then you realize, like when you have a gi on, everything is grips.
Yeah.
Like you get so controlled very easily, and it's more.
Yeah, with no gi, of course, no gi. You have the rash guard, or you have just a t-shirt on, and some guys just don't wear t-shirts, and then you have the board shorts.
You like that?
Which one?
Guys that don't roll with shirts?
I don't know, man. Depends, man. If they sweat a lot, nah, man. Or I don't want to be fat shaming nobody, you know. But if you're fat, if you're fat, and you got some long ass nipples.
You're being selective, so the guy wants.
No, I mean in competition you can't be selective, but in training, yeah.
Hey, but if you could like in competition, tell him, man, hey, put something on, bro.
Yeah, I think
I don't like rolling, passing, no nipple, free, like free range chicken, free range nipple, boy.
Oh shit,
That's
that's a good one.
For yourself, boy.
Yeah, I think you have the right to tell somebody put on a freaking rash guard. Why not?
Hey, boy, listen, I ain't fucking putting out.
I don't know, but I think you have the right, but I don't think I would do it at that moment. My mind would be on kill mode. You know, hey, let's compete. Let's get this guy. But I think you have the right to tell somebody, hey, put on a shirt, man. You got too much of chest hair, bro.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if you fight bare chested against a woman?
So
Like in a grappling competition.
That does happen
bare
in women's
chested
league.
against.
I
I don't know.
How would you think the woman reacts? Like, what would you think?
I don't know, man. I
You
don't
would know, James.
I don't know, but
Man, I always think those type of, there's like delicate, weird situations into like for example, if you have to compete against a woman,
Yeah.
it's already weird. Because usually you have like men in your everybody has their own categories.
Yeah.
Women against women, men against men. And when you have those like mixed, it's always kind of like, but why though? But why though? What's the reason of
okay.
trying-
Look, I could understand kids.
Yeah.
If you have youth,
But I don't
and you don't
understand.
have a lot of participants, and you have and then you mix them.
Yeah.
I could understand that. I could fully understand that they're gonna mix them and put them fight together, boys and girls. But if you're gonna put adults against each other, female and male in the adult division, I don't think that's wise.
Yeah, but then you're trying to like prove like which sex is better. Why though? It shouldn't be that thing, you know.
No,
it should be
it
men against men, women against women.
But
It's more
individual against individual in the end. Like the woman is just a human of a different.
yeah, but you do know that men tend to be a bit stronger than men than
Okay,
women.
but still, but this is why. Like I think why not? If the girl wants to.
Yeah, that's true though. Freedom of like if you want to go through this, hey, by all means. But I gotta say, me myself,
Yeah.
I feel like, nah, man, I don't wanna be part of that, bro. I don't wanna be like fighting women and thing, bro.
Yeah, in jiu-jitsu, yeah.
And
You need
yeah,
to
in a
grappling, I don't
competition,
feel
in a
nah,
competition.
man.
But
I don't mind in training.
in training,
I don't mind in training rolling with girls. And I tend to be more easy because I know men sometimes like for example new like white belts and they kind of like the man tend to roll with girls and they overpower or they're too
Yeah.
spastic or
Yeah.
too they forget they're rolling with girls sometimes
Yeah.
so I think it's better for them to always roll with higher belt because they have more control of their movement.
But look, listen, to be honest, man, sorry,
Yeah.
but to be honest, I like rolling with girls that are technical.
Yeah.
You know why? Because for them, they do a move literally. How-
Clean.
Yeah. Like how they see it, like how they read it in a book, or if YouTube you see
It's
like
pure.
step 1, 2, 3, 4. You know they train, they fight like that.
Yes,
and I had a lot of sparring partners, female sparring partners. Purple belts, brown belts, and these girls always fought technical, man. Technical,
Yeah.
and also aggressive, but technical, and that's something I really love about them. You know,
That's why I would really love to see I don't know if it's allowed for a woman to enter a men's competition. Not sure.
Me neither.
Because
I don't know.
you ref and never seen it.
I've never ref, but I've
that's-
never had it.
no. If you sign up for a competition, you'll see male.
Yeah.
You sign up for a
So,
male division.
yeah.
You know, I mean, you as a male, you cannot sign up for a female. division.
I think
Unless-
I think it's weird.
I think that would be cool for the aspect of jiu-jitsu itself. Not like if we remove the strength and the multiple things aside, and
think-
for the jiu-jitsu only, that would be cool.
I think
Then you see who's more technical.
I honestly do always say this. I think women are more predisposed to become better jiu-jitsu fighters than men. For the way they are, they're more needless in terms of thinking. They got more flexibility than us. Yes. And I believe the combination of those two things already are pretty strong. And now having the mentality of a fighter. So if the girl has this strong will to becoming better in jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
and she takes the time, puts the time in, she probably will succeed. Because women are very, very, very like this. We as men, we're kind of all around type of thing in terms of thinking. And I'm maybe overly generalizing here, but when you see women, the way they think, the way they learn in comparison to a man is different. I always thought that you could see it in the gym too. The girls who really train, they become fast.
Yeah,
very fast.
that's because they follow steps.
Yeah.
You know, I'm speaking. I'm gonna talk about my own experience. You know, I didn't follow the steps. Like if you tell me, yeah, you gotta do an armbar like this, you hold the tricep, you put the hand there, you put your knee there, blah blah, you know, whatever. I'm always gonna try to do something else because you know, it's like a man. I think a man, for me, I'm talking about myself. I would like to create something for me or add something that is me.
Yeah.
So like if I'm doing a move, then I add something and then it makes it Francis move, my own. But women, they tend to just follow the freaking rules. That's it. Like this step 1, 2, 3, 4, boom,
But then you
submission
missed
or guard pass or whatever.
Then you missed the personal thing in jiu-jitsu.
No, because women, man, like I've seen some girls fight and follow the steps to passing the guard, let's say, or taking the back. But the way how they do it, in some ways, they're more aggressive than men, bro.
Hey man, I've rolled with a few black belts, bro. I'm gonna shout out a few black belts here.
Yeah.
Claudia Duval,
Oh shit.
Fabiana Ferrari, Michelle Matos. Hey bro, these women, let me tell you this. If I think I kind of survived because I'm stronger. But let me tell you this, they're good, bro.
Yeah.
Legit.
And you can
Legit.
and you can see like they have an aggression, like a passive aggressive way to their jiu-jitsu, man.
They're legit.
Man,
legit. Sometimes people think like, nah, yeah, you know, like some man think like, man, I can still overpower them and shit. It's not true. They're very good, man.
It's gonna be a rough ride.
Yeah. Some people think, nah, because they're women and shit. No, come roll with them. Come.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of from people that don't really train. They watch a lot of UFC, and I see them roll, and I think, yeah, but I've done a little wrestling back in the days.
yeah. Try go wrestle with Mackenzie Dern.
Fucking, they're gonna.
See how Mackenzie Dern goes.
I hope that's not gonna get weird.
Or with Gabi Garcia.
Whoa. Gabi Garcia can you show us a match of Gabi Garcia?
Gabi Garcia.
Damn.
Gabi Garcia is ripped right now, and you know. But you know, these are popular names. But if you go and look for up and coming female jiu-jitsu,
I secretly am attracted to Gabi. So
look at that.
Which way?
I secretly am, bro. I don't know why though.
I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you.
But she looks like she could like hold me in one hand and feed me with the other hand.
Which weight is she now?
She's a heavyweight, bro. I mean, she's.
Are there many heavyweights?
Yeah. I mean, in jiu-jitsu, yeah. Look, if you go to international competition, you find some heavyweights. Some badass. What's the weight? 107 kilos.
What?
Damn.
Damn.
Whoa.
She's heavier than you.
Yeah, that's my weight.
Shit.
I'm 107 too, but
You have a match. Let's sign up.
that's my weight, son.
Damn.
And she's no ordinary black belt. She's a badass black belt, man.
Under? I really don't know.
But can you imagine, like, she's 107, and Mackenzie Dern is how? What was the weight of Mackenzie Dern? And Mackenzie Dern, I think, submitted her. No, Mackenzie Dern didn't submit her. I think she won her by.
Down and shit, something like that.
That's to show you the man, the aggression these female guys.
It's do or die for them.
And you know what I like, man? I'm telling you, what I like to look at instructional videos of female jiu-jitsu, BJJ
Are
instructional
we talking
videos.
still jiu-jitsu here? What are we talking about? Did you just change the subject and went Pornhub on me? What the flip?
Holy shit!
Oh, this during. Oh shit. This is pretty a while ago, right?
Yeah, this is. Oh, look at that! Pull guard, went for the leg. Oh my
Oh
god!
my. But look, now she has really to work her technical abilities. Otherwise she gets destroyed.
Obviously, look how big Gabi is in comparison. She could eat Mackenzie.
She's on her knees and she's big. She's bigger than the ref.
Bruh. Did she try?
But she's not an ugly woman. I'm telling you, she's not ugly. She's kind of cute. She's cute.
Psychopath.
I heard from a source she's so big she doesn't travel. She just walks from land to land.
It's kind of tempting.
She's kind of cute. She has a what gi she has on.
Look at the cute blonde ponytail, man.
Yeah, but there she's kind of thick, man. But now she's all lean. She's doing pole dancing and stuff. Yeah, check out her Instagram.
You're keeping up, buddy.
Hey,
I'm a fan.
We do it for you guys.
I'm a fan, son.
Not really. I do it for me, bro. Selfish.
But would you go when you spar women? Would you go easier or just go harder?
It depends on the intensity of the
What
game.
you
Sometimes
want-
you have to just fight because they're good, man. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't defend yourself, she's gonna submit you, and then it's disrespectful if you decide to roll with a girl not to actually put some energy into
Yeah.
rolling.
Yeah,
At least
I agree.
believe so.
No, I agree
Not
with that.
to, you don't want to hurt nobody.
I'm not gonna go. Yeah, I'm not gonna go. You're not gonna
But
put a knee on the belly to break the
You can still
freaking
roll.
ribs.
You can still roll.
You don't want to put your knee in the belly and then break her ribs or
Nah, man.
or
No need to.
you know, do a throw or take down a hard takedown, but just try to go technical, but not soft. You get her in a choke, you choke her. That's it.
Okay.
Because if she gets you in a choke, she's gonna choke you.
I'm gonna be real honest. Depends. We have a girl training with us in our team, and she's a cop as well.
Yeah.
So do I have to take it easy on her, or do going hard on
Are you
her?
talking
Because-
Oh, dropping it.
But it's good, man. Fight.
Yeah,
Get a fighter.
but I put all the pressure on her because if she
fights,
meets somebody on the streets that she cannot handle, then she's fucked.
Yeah, man. No, she can take it, bro.
Yeah, but
I think that's an awesome topic that you hit right there, man.
Yeah.
The
I
training.
believe-
I think you as black belts, and maybe even me, we can do so much more for the law enforcement and even for the
Yeah,
how
man,
do you
to
call them, the
prevent all
boas,
those-
yeah.
to defend themselves, at least to defend themselves.
What do you think about okay? What's your take on boas or law enforcement using jiu-jitsu on the streets here in the Netherlands? Because
Yeah.
I know in other countries
Doesn't
it's
apply.
mandatory for them to train
Yeah.
it, but here in the Netherlands, what's your
think,
take on that?
I think it's good to have, and it's better not to use it, but to have it than not to have it, and then to have to use it.
I think okay, cool. I think the knowledge is good for them to know, to have knowledge on chokes and holds, because look, a couple years ago in the news a cop, he choked a guy.
But Martin, the
Yeah, it was
Enriquez guy.
Yeah, the Enriquez guy, the Ruben guy.
Mitch,
He choked the guy, and he kept on holding the choke until the guy was he died. He died. I think he held the choke for like 5 minutes or something like that.
Somebody like guy on his chest, sitting on his chest.
And then sitting on his chest. You know, I think if they have knowledge if they have the knowledge, the jiu-jitsu knowledge,
Yeah, man.
or just the basic knowledge.
This is a good clip, actually.
This is Ryan Hall.
Ryan Hall. Oh man,
This is before UFC, actually.
Yeah, Ryan
Actually,
Hall's
that bald guy passed away as well. Now, this is a good clip to see like how a good jiu-jitsu practitioner, Dave Jacobs, rest in peace, my man. How you can control a situation without actually beating anybody. Like
you
this
see,
would apply
it
to.
doesn't seem like a fighter. He doesn't react like
He's
I'm
looking
going
at
up
him,
and
though.
Want to fight.
Eye contact. Very
Yeah,
important.
relaxing,
Very important.
but keep everything in check.
Yeah, it's a very interesting clip, because you could see you could either look at this clip or the one from Matera as
yeah.
well. Matera has some video. He has a video like
Boom,
this taking
take
down the
down,
guard. Look,
my
boom,
friend, there you
double
go.
leg,
There you
and he
go.
goes for the guard pass,
Boop.
and then a mount. Boom, he goes for the mount.
Easy.
And just
mount.
stay there.
Push his hips forward.
It's
Yeah.
very clean.
Yeah, of course, man. That's
And
Ryan Hall, man. He's one of the.
He's a genius.
He's a dangerous guy. They
man.
call him the Wizard, right?
Yeah, bro.
They call him the Wizard.
They used to call him Triangle because he used to triangle everybody.
This guy is one of the most dangerous guys in
Well,
MMA.
do we have footage
Jiu-jitsu.
of Matsera as well? Like Matsera subduing.
Yeah, in a restaurant as well. Yeah.
Could this be staged?
No.
No. That guy was.
I don't
Clearly.
I always
Obviously, you
but-
can always stage it, but I don't know if this is.
He was
It looks-
clearly
it looks
drunk
legit,
and belligerent.
It looks real. Kind of looks real to me.
Okay, but to come back on your question,
Yeah.
like why should they use jiu-jitsu? Not only for the choking part and the breaking arms part, but also to create order and chaos. I think what I realized when I went sometimes to the academy with the cops where the cops train, and you have thousands of people there on school, but only 5 people train judo. Only 5.
shit.
So that's how bad it is. That means what I saw, right? And I saw a glimpse of their training, and then you have a chart. I don't know if I, but when you get angry, there's chaos, right? Like you get angry, you want to punch, and I think jiu-jitsu can help to create order in that chaos.
I think they should have a monthly, for sure, training.
Nah.
I don't think it should be like once in an ever so.
Oh, look at this, beautiful.
I think you gotta keep up with the times in terms of movement.
do you think of
You
this,
gotta do it
Francis?
often for it
Yeah,
to be-
it's nice. He got the takedown. He got the guard pass.
What do you
Now
think
he
of-
has a mount, but his head is still stuck in a guillotine. No, it was stuck in a guillotine, but his head is out.
He should put his forearm on
So,
the
you
face
see-
of the guy, so he's easier to.
If he puts his shoulder, on the chin, okay, he wouldn't have been.
He should have been leaning his forearm more in the front. Should have stood on top.
Get up. But
Yeah.
but remember, look at this guy. Look at this guy. The police guy. He has a belt with equipment.
Yeah. And that's also
Give him a few good on the forehead. What you trying to do, bruh?
Now is that a taser?
Yeah, it's a taser, man.
Yeah.
It's a taser.
Damn, it looks like a gun, man. Like fuck.
No, this guy, he clearly trains
Yeah.
a form of mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe he's a jiu-jitsu guy. Maybe he's a wrestler.
Yeah.
Or maybe he trains both MMA, you know, stand up and ground, because he was doing some ground and pound.
This guy.
Yeah.
See, and that's
Yeah.
right there.
This guy. Look at you.
You saw what I mean, Francis? That right there is chaos for the guy.
This is
Because,
dumb.
listen, the
Like,
guy
why-
had him totally under control by himself.
Yeah.
But the other guy comes jumping in and try to push, and that's things
Must be-
only making worse.
Must be
I'm
the
like,
yeah.
fuck, don't do that.
I
But,
think the running part is stupid. They shouldn't even fucking.
I think, you know, if that was James, if James was the cop fighting that guy, and I show up as the other cop, and I come out of the car, I would just walk easy, tie my belt, and you know, fix my uniform and just walk easy.
Yeah, but
Because I would like to see how James, you know,
I would tease
how we
this
would
man
react
to
after
death.
5 minutes.
but
What would-
I just see. You gotta understand. I already had it.
guys,
Like
that's,
if I ever.
that's why you get shot.
This is another guy. This is another a good BJJ fighter. What's his name again?
Brian Ortega.
The Brian Ortega. Yeah.
This
Oh, look at
guy,
this, man.
Crawling double boy.
But the guy is barely doing anything.
And this guy
Fuck.
crawled into a double from the start to the end, boy.
But look, back to the law enforcement here. BJJ and law enforcement. I think it would be nice if they have like jiu-jitsu competition in-house for law enforcement.
I think they have that for judo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I believe yes, they have it for military personnel and law enforcement.
Judo.
Yeah, judo tournaments.
Man, they should do just jiu-jitsu, man.
I think they have
telling you.
boxing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that.
Han tenido medallistas en judo los holandeses. Es un deporte con tradición aquí.
Yeah.
Sí,
The
sí.
judo. The judo.
Es más,
No, han tenido grandes aquí en el judo.
Es más,
Yeah.
Olímpicos.
ellos son un grupo bien pequeño en comparación con los otros países que también
We're,
están a nivel alto.
we're multilingual up in this house, son. Spanish,
Brazil,
English, papiamento.
Japan, and all
Dutch.
these places, man. They're big, like bigger
What
countries.
language you speak?
Dutch, English.
You have another language.
Hey, but you understand Turkish?
Huh?
You don't understand Turkish?
No, I just stopped learning that.
Yeah, so that's my take. That's my take on jiu-jitsu and law enforcement, and I think they should use it, man. They should do that. Just like how they do with judo in law enforcement or
Hey, but-
boxing.
but like-
Add the
I don't-
jiu-jitsu to
I-
their.
Why
to the
don't
training.
Don't they know that this
Man,
exists?
why is jiu-jitsu so applicable, bro?
Because you spar a lot.
Yeah, that's one of the. I mean, the whole point too. You know that when you bring somebody on the floor, you know, Danaher completely explained this once. It kind of takes away that explosivity, so that the you know that ability to knock somebody out very quickly goes out the window when you're on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jiu-Jitsu face Muay Thai.
No, that's not Muay Thai, man. That the
That's a
guy.
judoka.
Kickbox. It's just
Oh, wait a minute.
Melvin.
Oh, this is traditional jiu-jitsu versus Melvin Manhoef.
Melvin Manhoef.
Yeah, but he's
No,
not.
that's a judoka guy.
That's a
It's,
judoka, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot his name.
Is that you?
Yeah, he used to fight in UFC as well, I believe. Look at that. I think they're correct.
Oh, that's the guy they used to call Sexy Yama?
Yes, man.
Look, Melvin Manhoef. He's dangerous, man. His low kicks.
Yeah, Melvin Manhoef is
He
just.
really wants to destroy your legs.
He's a dangerous guy, man. He's a dangerous individual. I think he's gonna fight again in Bellator in Milan, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, he has those type of kicks, and like, if you're not religious, you'll see God every time he kicks you, bro.
You know, Robbie Lawler felt those kicks.
Yeah, but he managed to sneak up a punch, though.
Look at this, man. You sure this is Sexy Yama, bro?
Yeah, man. Oh, you're throwing them spinning kicks.
I just don't understand why he's gonna go fight with a gi on, man.
Oh.
Sexy Yama is a judoka. Wow, look at that,
Hey,
man.
opening a can
And-
of.
Oh,
He's
man.
aggressive, Melvin.
Whew.
Yeah, man. He needs Jesus. Whoa, look at that.
I think.
Oh my god, man.
Whoa,
What?
Whoa,
No,
the
he would've-
reversal.
Yeah.
Yes.
But this is some old school. This is an old school clip. K1.
How old is this?
I think I don't know.
No,
Maybe
what
10
was
years.
still alive?
Maybe 10 years ago.
Jesus.
Maybe 10 years ago, man.
Fighting in a ring is weird, man. Instead of fighting an octagon.
Oh man, I think it's you know, you could just fall out easily. An octagon with a cage, you can't fall
you're
out.
stuck.
Yeah, you just go against the wall. You can work your way up if you're on the ground. But here, man, you just go between those ropes and it's not fun.
Shit.
Oh, look at that.
Down.
Over the head.
But Melvin Manhoef is doing good with his aggressiveness.
Whoa, arm
Like the
bar.
guy's like shit.
Jujiga, dame.
Take it easy, John Denner.
Oh shit. Oh, he tapped. No way.
Nice.
Good one.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yes, man. So I think policemen, they should train jiu-jitsu on a constant basis and sparring on a constant basis.
Yeah.
That's the only way you stay sharp.
I had some police students when I used to train in Rotterdam. I used to give lessons in Rotterdam. I had some police officers training with me.
Yeah. But they're not a lot, right? Like 5, maybe not even.
Nah, I think it was 4 guys, man. 4 guys, 4 guys. And they were good, but and they wanted to learn and apply it to the martial arts game. And I think it builds
It builds confidence, I
and
guess.
character, yeah. I got a counter for this, man. A counter that always, for the body triangle.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and if you don't release that body triangle, it's gonna break your knee. You can pop your knee. I gotta escape for this, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Now I wanna know.
yeah. It's gonna cost you.
This guy, hij heeft een guy named Abdullah.
Yeah, Abdul.
He's the like ground and pound coach of the
yeah, oh,
Hij
shit.
ging sparen met deze gast.
Happy.
Alleen rollen, hè. Geen stoot, geen niks. He got frustrated in my guard and started elbowing in my thighs.
Screaming.
Hey,
Screaming.
hey, fucking.
Did that shit with me too, man.
Hey, he hit me so much in my fucking stomach. I think I shit blood that day, boy.